What is up, everyone? It's Ian here again with All Trucks Garage. Today we're going to be trying to set this motor in the frame, see if it's going to clear. So stay with us, stay tuned, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll get to it. Alright guys, so here's the 53 cab. I haven't done anything else to it yet. I'm getting ready to take it off this stand and I'm going to set it back on the frame here. I'll put a couple bolts in the cab. I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of clearance between my transmission and the transmission tunnel on the cab. I might have to move these mounts forward and back. I don't know yet. We're going to see. So stay with us. We'll show you when we get the cab on. Alright, so this is the motor I'm going to be putting in the truck. This is a 351M. Nothing special about it. I'm going to be putting a Edelbrock AVS2 carb on it. So that'll come later once I get ready to fire the motor. I don't want to buy the carb and then have it sit around for a while and who knows, go bad or something go wrong with it, break it, whatever. So that'll be one of the last things you'll see. This here is a tranny. It's an E40D, nothing special. I just wanted overdrive was my big thing. It was out of a two-wheel drive. This here, I could probably fix this hole, but I don't want to have any chances of, stress crack starting and having the bell housing fail once it's up under the truck. Doing enough work here, I don't want to have something go wrong and have to fix a bunch of stuff. So the motor's in. It's not where it's got to be. It's hitting the bottom of the oil pan on the cross member. So I actually can't do anything else until I get a rear sump oil pan. I got to move the sump, the pickup back here rather than where it is now in the middle. Move that sump back, and that'll allow me to move the motor forward, and hopefully it'll give me enough room between the engine and the firewall. And you see over there it's touching. If that sump doesn't work and there's still not enough room, I'll have to notch out the firewall, which I don't want to do because then it's going to look weird. I don't know how to make this radius so it look the same to go all the way down. So all I know how to do is just a square box. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, but we'll see. We'll get that oil pan in. Hopefully next couple days I'll get it here, and I'll throw it on the motor and see what happens, see if it's going to work or not. Alright guys, so my oil pan finally showed up. I went down and picked it up. I'm not so sure it's going to fit though. Pulled it out of the box at the store. Looked like an oil pan, so I said it would work, but no, look at that. It's way too short. Probably for a V6. So let's go get back in the truck. We'll go down and see if we can't get another one or get one ordered up. Alright, so I went down and turned that oil pan. They don't have one. So what I have to do is make the one I have fit. I can't find one reasonable price. The only ones I can find are in like the Summit catalogs for like $300. I'm not spending that. So we're going to take the one I have and I'm going to cut it and make it work. So before I go tear that motor apart, I want to get this done, get all this dusty work finished up. You see I already started. So always make sure when you're doing this, wear your respirator. That is huge. If you breathe in all that dust from the rusty metal and whatever paint and everything else, it can get you really sick. So make sure you wear a respirator while you're doing this. Wear your safety glasses, wear your hearing protection. Stay safe if you're working on something like this. So we got that all cleaned up here. I'm just going to give the bottom of the cab here a coat of primer. that's all the time we have for this video. I forgot to get this floor pan welded up before I primed it, which isn't a big deal. We'll get to that. We'll get that welded up. Another thing is all this rot in the bottom of the cab. We'll get to that in the next video too. We're going to get it all cut out. We got new metal in there, and we'll finish getting the bottom of this cab primed. Another thing I'm super excited to finally get to is we're going to actually take the oil pan off of the motor, and we're going to cut it up. And we're going to see if we can't make the oil pan fit to what I need so we can get this motor in, give me plenty of clearance so we don't hit the cab, and finally we get that in bolted down where it needs to be, get mounts made. So that's all coming in the next video. Guys, go online to hourapparel.com. Check out what they have, hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts. If you like anything you see on there and you want to buy something, use the promo code MILLER23, MILLER23, and you'll get 15% off your purchase. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. See you with All Chuck's Garage, guys. We'll see you next time.